Hello, Dave Usher here, and welcome back to my studio here and back to our channel. We're going to do a tutorial this evening. It's been a while since I had anything uploaded to YouTube, but we're going to try today. I've been very busy this past month or so uh, you bear with me, and we're going to start. And the first thing we're supposed to do is we wet our canvas. These are fairly new canvases. They are 11 by 14. I'm going to do a 14 by 11 this way today, and we'll see what we come up with. But I made just a little a sketch to try to keep myself uh, in perspective and put my painting in perspective here. So let's get started. I'm going to take a little of my blue and the routine that I usually have: dark blue, light blue, and white. And I'm going to start with my sky, and I have my mat, my canvas, and it's got a pretty good mixture of water on here. I think we'll be okay. I'm just going to kind of brush it out a little bit, and I'm going to add a little darker over here, a little lighter over here, and bring it on down. This is going to be kind of a mountain scene, but it comes into a valley, and you can see the sea some ways out, a little ways. And we're just going to make some puffy clouds and bring it on down to around the area, like this. And there's the mountains, and let's lighten it up just a little bit, and we kind of get those clouds, make it a beautiful day, and a little darker blue. And let me get a little bit of that blue off my finger here, my thumb. But so let's keep on going, and we're going to bring it on down. And that's that brush I usually use. Is about 1.5-inch brush, and it's a flat brush. So here we go. Make sure we get the sides like I usually do, and bring it on down, and get a little bit more white down in here, and there we go, and bring it on down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a little darker. Let's bring on that water on down, and into our inlet here, and using the same brush, come around the corner, make sure. I'm going to bring a little white, come on down like this, and bring it on down. I want to make sure I don't destroy my rock formations here that I got in my mind. So keep on going. This is the first time I've done a 14 by 11. That's 11 by 14 just turned upside down. We call it 11 by. When I put it on my website, I usually say a 14 by 11 because that's exactly what it's going to be. It's not going to be long ways. It's not going to be 11 by 14. Okay, I'm going to bring this over here. Just get a little white in here. Bring it on in. Okay. All right. Now, that's the starting of our our sky and our inlet coming in. We want to keep that darker blue in there a little bit because uh, you'll see as I bring them rocks down and mountainside. I'm going to lay this aside uh, just for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the water right now. Now what I'm going to do is lay this over here and get me another palette, and I'm using these. It's just something that maybe a steak came in and I use those instead of having to wash all the rest of these things pretty quick. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to use that little brush I call push brush. I'm going to make it a little bigger because I'm going to use some green here. I'm going to get some dark green and some light green and fill my palette here. And just put that in there like that. And I have a little place for everything. When you're doing art, make sure you try to keep everything just as straight as you can. And with your greens and dark greens and so on. I'm going to use a little dark green and some light green because I'm going to be doing some mountain scenes and bring it down. Let's just go ahead and start with this over here. I hope I don't mess up the board here. And here we go. I'm just going to bring this over like this. And just bring it on down. Bring it around. And this is a little mixture. And a little lighter up here. And this is your mountainsides coming down. I'm going to leave a little lighter here because when you're doing the rocks, and I'll probably do a little drying off here a little bit. And let's bring this over here like this. Just bring it on down. Don't worry about getting it on some of the rocks that I've got. You just lay it out the best you can, and because you'll see as I get a little closer, and I'll bring it down, and just let it flow, just let it flow down, and bring it around. Now we're going to get into some grass down in the area here. Just make sure you bring it around a little bit. If my hand seems like it's jerking a lot, you may say, Mr. Usher, I think it's old age. Well, yeah, that too, but I like to do a little jiggling with my paintbrush, and because I get the flow of the grass and things as I go along. And hope you all had wonderful holidays and more coming up, and Easter Sunday, Easter Monday's coming up. So we want to make sure that we keep ourselves busy, and I'm going to bring this over here like this. Now what I'm going to do is let that dry a little bit. I might go ahead and do a little drying off for a minute. I'm going to maybe, we'll keep on. We got plenty of time here. So that I'm going to go ahead and put that aside. And I'm going to look for my other little brush that I use for the mountains. And I think this is the one right here. I'm going to put that aside and get me another little palette. I like to keep my paints separate when I'm doing different colors. I'm going to use a little white this time, a little white. The mountains, you always want to make sure the mountains that are far away, much lighter in colors. I'm going to put some black in here and get that black out there. I'm going to get a little brown. That's that burnt brown, burnt amber, I think it's called. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in on my palette. So I'm working with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different colors. So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to dry it off just a little bit. I'm not going to stop this camera. Here we go. It takes just a little time to do this. That's all right. It's all right now. All right, let's continue on. I'm going to get a little black here. Now I'm going to use 2 hands because what I'm going to do is get these rocks down here started and bring it on over. And let's see what we got. When you're doing stuff like this, it takes patience. I know I'm doing it on YouTube, and sometimes I don't get everything done that I wanted to get done, and I have to, off camera, go ahead and finish it up. Well, that's the way it goes. I'm going to keep with that black and just kind of bring it on, bring the rocks over, and then kind of touch it with the end of your brush and bring it on out. And you see, way out there is the sea. You can't hardly see it because of the way I got it set up. Now along the seashore here, and I'm going to bring them a little larger here. And all right, now we got that. Now I'm going to lighten it up just a little bit, and I'm going to come over here. This is mountain coming down, and you can make it come out like this. Looks like it's coming down. That's your background. Now I'm going to lighten things up a little bit, so bear with me. I'm going across to the other one, and I'm going to bring this down. And there's your peaks. And now I'm going to hit it with a little bit of water because you want to keep it wet so your paint will go ahead and go smoothly. bring it down, and let's get a little darker side, and come on down. And I'm using a mixture of white and black, so to get the far away look a little bit. But up close, I'm going to have coming in a little closer, that you get a little blacker because of your the cliffs, and bring it and it's coming down here like this. All right, let's keep it going. We're fine. And come on down. All right. Now we're coming into there a little bit. Now we're going to bring it over like this. Let that brush do the work here. This is a rocky area, so just let it come on down. Don't get afraid. Be afraid of it. Just all right. Now I'm going to go back to a little bit of brown, because I'm going to have some things come over here like so, and down into your area where your grass is. And let's see if I can't get that green over here, the darker green a little bit. And what I'm going to do is let's do this. And come up here. Cover around the side. All right. Now what I'm going to do is do a little bit of that. And I'm going to make some tree lines here. Little green, little white. I kind of choke up on that brush. I don't hold it way out here because I'll lose control of it. Some people can use it that way, but now let's come in here. All right, let's come over here. Just keep working with it until you get what you want. Come in a little lighter, and let your tree lines. And come up here with a couple of trees. And I'll start applying the rest of it here. I'll bring it, okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in here and lighten it up below. Now I'm going to get my yellow out, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with the yellow. You come over here, and you get a little white, mix it in with green. All right, a little bit of white. And like the sun is shining on it. All right, now a little bit of white up here where we got this other here. All right, now we're getting there. And there are little trees up there. And come on over here and light it up a little. All right, now it's starting to close in. Got your trees all going. Maybe a couple up there, around the corner here. Bring it on down. All right, bring it down. All right. All right, so far so good. Okay, now let that set up just a little bit. Put this brush away for a minute. Now, put this over here where I had it. I'm going to keep this one. Now I'm going to get some yellow way back in the corner here and bring it on out. And keep her going. We got about 27 minutes, which we're doing good. And I'm going to bring some of that. Remember, always use these to push in that hole, and because they clog up after a while. And you'll see what I mean. Then I'm going to go ahead and put this aside, and I'm going to get a little bitty brush here. Now, this is another brush I use. I'm going to come down in here, and I'm going to get some, and get a little coloring, and it can be your a little bit of trees and a little bit of grass in here. Come on over, and let that flow down there like it's really popping. Over here, say way over on the bank, you can do the same thing. Just make sure you don't clog it too much. And come on here, and over there a little bit, and a little bit. Okay, the further away, the smaller you're using your brush, it's smaller away. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and put that aside, and I'm going to go ahead, my old favorite saying, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a little bit of on the trees. Okay, and I'm going to get that white, brighten it up a little bit. Just brighten it up just a little bit. All right. Now, all right. Now, I see some things that I want to correct as I go along here. I'm going to make a little bit more okay. All right. Now, I'm going to go over a little bit over in here. Just kind of make a cliff, if you can make a cliff, if you want to come down like this. Add a little bit to the picture. Yeah, come on down. Use a little black. All right. We're still rolling. Okay, that's good. I'm finally learning how to use my camera. Okay, now I'm going to put this aside. Now I'm going to find a smaller, there we go. And I'm going to get with that darker blue. If I can find it. I had, I remember that's the ocean coming in. So I'm going to come over here like so with an angle brush, a very small angle brush. And I'm going to come over here like this. Now is when you use your white. And your white coming in. Remember, it's going into splash it around a little bit. Coming down in here. Okay. Over here, I love it. Don't want to get too much on there because I'm going to lighten it up a little bit more with it. Remember, the further in to your shorelines, it gets lighter, a lighter color, and then you're going to use this blue. That's your lighter blue, and it's coming in, and it's and coming in like this. It's coming in. All right. Let's see. I guess it looks all right on camera so far. All right. Well, let's see what we can do. I'm going to light it up a little bit in the background there. And maybe it's coming in here like that. Right, after just a little bit. All right. Now we're going to go back to the black for a moment. And we're going to use the same brush. And I'm going to come in here like that. and you can start with your rock, your boulders or whatever, coming in here like this, and out here maybe, and then here, and some shadowing over here. All right, now a little bit more. Now I'm going to make it some rocks over here, and maybe a couple rocks over in here, this area, and maybe right in here. They're just splintery rocks. That's what I call them. They look like they're splintering. All right, now we're pretty well finished for what I want to do. And if you want to continue on and watch my painting, my tutorials, remember you must subscribe, because that way it'll pop up on your YouTube channel, and you can go right to it and see what's happening. Now, I'm going to put this aside, put my brush aside, and I'm going to leave it just like it is, just right now. And because I'm going to do a little bit more to the sky while it's dry. Let's get this brush right here. I've used this before, so let's do this. I'll come in here. This is about inch and a half. No, maybe an inch. Okay. And you can buy those at any paint store. And you brush it a little bit. You want to make it go that way, like the wind's blowing it. Come on down. Now let's get a little white. I'm a little water, just a little squirt, not too much. All right. See how it's blowing? It's blowing like this. And come on down. Make sure you don't hit the black. If you hit the black, you gotta do it all over again. All right. Now, I'm going to use that same brush, and I'm going to come down in here and get my green again. But I'm going to poke it like this, just like that. That's using the darker colors. Grass is green. Come on down, come around the side. All right. Now, if I can find my one color, my one brush, and I know I have it here. I mean, my pen. Here we go. Now, I'm going to dry it off just a little bit. Now, I'm going to use my black pen. This is also a acrylic. So I'm going to take it coming in. If it doesn't do, just it may not do right this instant. It might be dried, but anyway, you come over. And when that don't work, let me get in here. Get the other. Always have one. And let's see if I can't use this one. And come in here. There we go. Also using, it's a acrylic. Make us, when you go with trees afar off, the closer you come. Remember, the larger the tree trunks. And you come down here and hit these. It just looks like the tree trunks. And you come over. And you can come down in here and hit this a little bit. I think that's enough of that. Now, since there's some, I'm going to lighten those up a little bit, just a little bit. I'm going to use this brush right here, and I'm going to lighten those tops of those trees. Bring it up. That's that one brush I've cut down. And come up here. And here. Just be careful how much you put on it, because it takes away from what you originally wanted to do. Okay. Now, I hesitate in doing what I'm going to do, but in order to make it look a little like the fall area, fall time, I'm going to take the same little brush and I'm going to come in here like this. And give it a little bit of brightness, a little bit of fall trees. And remember, taking it on now. There we go. I think we're done. A little bit of this. Make sure you don't dog it too much. All right. Okay. All right. I think we're finished. It is now 40 minutes that I've taken on this picture. whether I keep it completely without doing any extra. I'll let you know the next time you come, because I always like to show my finished product. And so you come back and there we go. Little white here. You like colors. The colors, you know, the more you do, the more you like to put in different colors. It makes it really look pretty to hang on the wall. People come in and they say, wow, what artist did that? Well, I did that, you would say, because you see Mr. Usher do some real bright colors, and I like the way he did it. So I did a picture just like it. And maybe some of these trees up in there. All right. I think we're finished. Put my brushes away, the things away, put everything away, and you'll see when I turn around here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Have everything where you want it to be. So, today, I am wearing my hat. You say, what? Well, I was outside doing some work on my flowers, so I decided to wear my hat today, and I got a little close haircut, so. But remember, come back and be with me again. You see in the background where I have all my things, and you try to keep everything as neat as you possibly can. And you just swing around, you see the different things. If you could see where I got it, in my bookshelf up on top with all my paints back there, and where you see them back in here. So remember, let your hands and your mind and your heart do heart. Come on back and see me, okay? And I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I'll have this all finished, and when you come back again, you'll see the finished product.